Hi guys, good evening. I want to put a question up. Do you I'm coming. Do you think marriage is hard? Okay. How do I drag that so that it's not showing on my face? It's on my face. Okay, let me just end this. Good evening. Hi, thank you for joining. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Good evening. I'm trying to drag this question and answer away. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good evening. Okay, I've been able to remove it. Do you think marriage is hard? Okay. All right. I've gotten it now. I'm trying to reduce this thing that is on my face. Eve! It's Ife, my darling. How are you, my love? Thank you for joining. Though I said I was going to do this, and I'm doing it. I'm so proud of myself. You can hear me. Thank you, baby. So I said I was going to do this live, and I'm so excited that I did it. Oh, I'm doing it. How are you doing? So I'm doing this live so I can know where some of my tribe members are located. Yeah, I want to know where they are. I want to know how we are. It's been a long time since we did this. I think since I came live, it's since the I don't know if you remember book book series where we read books. I don't know if you remember. That's like last year or thereabout. It's been so long. So today I said I was going to do something this December. Let me not forget my channel. So how you doing? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. So today what we are talking about, or what I want us to talk about, is to ask, or my question is, do you think marriage is hard? Yes or no, and why? Hi, Akiyemi Grace. How you doing? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Thank you for joining. This was a very spontaneous live session or live video, but I'm glad I'm doing it. How you doing, Grace? Okay, so let's discuss. Please use the chat box and please like the live too. Okay, so do you think marriage is hard? Ife, do you think marriage is hard? Grace, do you think marriage is hard? Let's discuss. No. Okay, I got one vote. Somebody said no. Who's saying no? Tell me why. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for joining. Good evening. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Thank you for joining. So I asked a question, do you think marriage is hard? Yes or no, and why? UK Timeless Enterprises Resource Man. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Okay, so I was asking, or I asked that, do you think marriage is hard? Let's discuss. Let's discuss. A lot of people think marriage is hard nowadays. Grace, Grace said, I'm watching from my favorite chair in Nigeria. That's nice. Okay, so as we're saying, a lot of people think that marriage is hard because of what the media is saying, or what the media is projecting, or what the media projects nowadays, right? So I just want us to talk about it. Let's just discuss. Do you think marriage is hard? And why do you think you do you think marriage is hard? Yes or no? If yes, why do you think marriage is hard? If no, why do you think marriage is hard? Let's discuss. Let's talk about it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching from? Please like the live. Like it. Tap on your screen. Like it. Is it my network? Is my network fluctuating? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Please let me know in the chat box if you can hear me, so that I'm not speaking to myself alone. Good evening from Nigeria. Hi, Femi Toy. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. How you doing? All right. I want to know where my subscribers are from. It's been a while since I did this, so I just thought this December, let me just do it. Let me do something different. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Femi Toy. All right, I'm glad. Thank you so much for joining. Please like the live. Okay, so before you joined, I asked a question, and the question was, what do you think? Okay, hi Annie, thank you for joining. Where are you watching from? So I asked a question. I said, do you think marriage is hard? And I said I asked that because I just want to hear people's perspective. Okay, Annie is from Nigeria. All right, I want to know where my tribe members are from. Yeah, because we're global. We're global, baby. So I want to know where we are from, or where we are watching from. So back to my question, I said that a lot of bad projection about marriage is what is seen on the media, right? A lot of what the blogs, what the media says about marriage is, they show the bad stuff. They don't show the good stuff. Or if you're going to rate it, I would say the bad marriages that they post is like 80 or 90%. Yeah. And the good ones, maybe 2%. Right. So, I want us to talk about it. I want us to discuss about it. Do you think marriage is hard? Okay. Thank you, Femi. Femi Toyin saying marriage is not hard, but it depends. Yeah, explain to us. Explain to us. Let us know. We are all discussing this together. It's not only me that will be talking. So please, let's talk. Let's talk. Grace is saying that it actually depends. It can be hard, and in some situations, it can be very easy. Also, you can make it hard, and you can as well make it easy for yourself. Nice one, Grace. I totally love your perspective. Do you know why? Because as individual, you have the power to choose how you want your marriage to go. Like, the power is in you, is with you. You have the power. You have you are the one that you're going to make the choices for yourself, right? If you want your marriage to work, if you don't want your marriage to be hard, you put in the work, right? And if you are nonchalant about your marriage too, that's, I mean, it's aha, that's what I'm looking for. Marriage is baggage in, baggage out, or is it garbage in, garbage out? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Garbage in, garbage out. It's what you put into the marriage that the marriage gives back to you, right? I really love that perspective, Grace. Okay, let's hear from others. Do you think marriage is hard? If yes, why? If no, why? Do you think marriage is hard? Let's talk, let's talk. I'm not going to be the only one talking. Use the chat box, guys. Let's discuss. I'm so excited that I'm doing this and it's interactive. Okay, do you think marriage is hard? We've gotten some responses. Understanding is very, very important. Of course, you need to understand each other. You need to understand each other. You need to understand each other. For the marriage to work, for your marriage not to be hard, you need to understand each other, honestly speaking. Because if you do not understand each other, you would always clash, you would always fight. I mean, small things to the littlest thing, you can fight about this pen. Why did you open the pen? Why did you close the pen? Why did you close the pen? Why did you open the pen? Why did you flush the toilet? Why did you press the toothpaste from the bottom? Why can't you raise the toilet seat? Why can't you spread the towel? Different issues, different things, can make marriage hard, but it depends on the people that are in the marriage. So if you've decided by yourself that this marriage that I'm in, or that I'm going into, I'm going to enjoy my marriage, yeah, you definitely will enjoy your marriage. But before I go, I want to get some okay. Ife is saying that marriage, the God way, is not hard. Communication is key, and you must be speaking the right love language. Oh God. Oh, I wish this was physical. So I'll just be dashing people money as you are giving me this nice points. Yes, I agree with you totally. Yeah, marriage, the way God created marriage is not supposed to be hard. Like God has arranged it, you know. God has arranged it. God knows, He knows what He's doing. So He has arranged it. But we humans, we know how to scatter things. We know how to scatter things anyhow. But God self knows. That's why He has arranged His stuff. But we humans, we know how to scatter things. We don't want to grieve for anybody. You see that, no grief for anybody. A lot of people take that word or that sentence or that phrase personal in their marriage, in everything they do. They know they grieve for anybody. They don't grieve for their spouses, and that is going to make your marriage hard. Yeah, communication is key, and you must be speaking the right love language. Honestly speaking, I love this. See, in marriage, if you don't communicate, you are going to be stressing yourself. You're going to be stressing yourself. You need to open your mouth and talk. You need to say what's on your mind. You need to say what you want. You need to say how you want it. See, in marriage, there are some men that you have to write things out like this. You write it that I want you to love me like this. I need you to do this and this, right? There are some men like that. And like someone said, Femi Toyin said, understanding is very important. The moment you know the type of spouse you're with, that has already solved like 80% of everything. Like, you know your spouse. If you know your spouse, you will not stress because that's how my spouse is. This thing, my spouse does not like it. This thing, my spouse likes it. Yeah, back to what Ife said. You must be speaking the right love language. Do you even know your spouse's love language? There's physical touch, there's act of service, there's gifts, there is I've forgotten the remaining two. Holy Ghost, help me. You guys should help me in the comments, in the chat box. The other two I've forgotten. You know, you need to know your spouse's love language. You need to speak it. It's like a Yoruba person and a Yoruba person. Thank you, word of affirmation. God bless you. The remaining one. So it's like a Yoruba person and a Yoruba person. When two Yoruba, yes, when two Yoruba people see each other, you communicate well. You speak well. Yes, gifts. Yes, gifts. Thank you, blessing. Anu, why am I calling you blessing? Go and change this name. Change it to Anu. Right. So as I was saying, my illustration, yeah, that if a Yoruba person and a Yoruba person, or an Igbo person and an Igbo person, they meet each other, they speak their language and they understand each other. That's how marriage is. When you speak your partner's love language, that this is my partner. Oh, love physical touch. My partner loves physical touch. You touch your partner away. Just keep touching, because it's like you are speaking, it's like your spouse understands Igbo and you are speaking Igbo fluently. Like your partner loves physical touch, your partner loves gifts, and any small thing you see on the road, babe, I bought this thing for you, babe, I bought this thing for you, she will not be angry. She will not take things to us. She will like I don't know how to explain it, but let me try. Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit, help me. Like, when you put in the work, yeah, okay, the word I'm looking for is service. If you are able to serve your spouse, like you serve your spouse and you're not like maybe expecting things in return. And don't get me wrong, yeah, don't get me wrong, we all expect things. We are humans. As a person, as an individual, you expect some things from your spouse. You expect your spouse to do some things, right? But naturally, if you serve your spouse, service in the sense that you do things for them without them asking, without them nagging, like you just take your initiative. And it goes back to what I don't know if it was Femi that mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it, understanding your spouse. The moment you understand your spouse, honestly speaking, you have solved 80% of your problem. The remaining 20 is little things, petty things, but you know your spouse. The way scripture says that we should know our God, that know your God, right? Know your spouse. It will help you. It will save your marriage. It will take away stress. You will be at peace because you know what makes them happy. You know what makes them sad, right? So you avoid the things that make them sad. So now, back to what we were saying about your love language, right? Imagine that your spouse's love language is act of service, yeah, and you are buying gifts. So somebody wants you to help them in the house, that help me to do something, just help me take the trash out, help me with the kids, or help me do, I have this task at work, can you quickly help me while I do other things, while I cook, or while I just act of service. Help your spouse. That is your spouse's love language, and you are buying gifts. In fact, let the gift be expensive, like something expensive that they are supposed to jump at you and be so excited. They will just look at the gift like, what's this? They will just give you bombastic side eye. Do you know why? Because you're not speaking their language. It's like you are speaking French in Yoruba. How do I explain it? You are speaking French to someone who is Yoruba, or you're speaking Yoruba to somebody who does not understand Yoruba. Because I don't understand this thing you are doing. My love language is act of service. Why are you buying me gifts? I don't like this. I want you to help me in the house, right? I hope that you've learned something tonight. Like, know your spouse. When you speak their language, they are happy. Yes, and who says that they are melt away? You melt their hearts. They are just soft towards you. They're not angry, right? Okay, let's move on. Okay, Femi Tony says that you have to keep away from side talks and show love to each other and keep your marriage away from your family. Don't allow your family to your marriage. Yes, I agree with you. I totally agree with you that you protect your love, protect your marriage really, right? Like shield your marriage. The way you will shield something or protect something you love, that's how you're supposed to protect your marriage. Because guess what? Sometimes family members tend to project their fears or project things to you or to your spouse, or say things that are not so nice in a not so nice way. Yeah, some family members don't know how to speak, they don't know how to talk, they just talk anyhow, right? And then they might cause, you know, what's the word, friction or issues between you and your spouse, and that can cause trouble, right? So try as much as possible to protect your marriage. Don't. And another thing is, fight for your spouse, defend your spouse when they are trying to talk down on your spouse or say things that you don't want or you don't like about your spouse, or talk down on him or her. Fight for your spouse, defend them. Don't throw your spouse under the bus. Never do that. Never ever throw your spouse under the bus, even if they are wrong. Like, defend them. When you go home, you go and sort it out, but do not embarrass your spouse outside. Do not throw your spouse under the bus. Do not do not embarrass them, right? Even if she's wrong, or even if your spouse is wrong, even if he's wrong, stand your ground, protect them. When you get to, you gonna be figuring it out. Babe, how far that thing where you do, why did you do that, but outside, shield your spouse. Yes, I love that, Femi Tony. Thank you so much. Okay, so next. Yes, so Anu said our heart will be melting away. Exactly. When you I'm trying to see if you still have some messages. When you speak your spouse's love language or love languages, they would love you. They would, like, you will have small fights, like less fights. Yeah, that's the word. You will not really be fighting because you understand each other, because you love each other, because you're there for each other, because you know your spouse and you understand your spouse. Right. Okay. I can't. He did. Oh, let me go and read it too. I missed the point. Oh, thank you so much, my darling. Okay, Akinyemi Grace said that, however, there are some sacrifices and compromises to be made in marriage which can make it hard, but if you and your partner align with each other, taking some sacrifices wouldn't be so hard. I agree with you. Totally agree with you that there are some things you have to do. There are some sacrifices you have to make, right? Say, for instance, I'm trying to think of an example. Say, for instance, okay, let's use Japa as an example. I'll use two examples so that we understand. So let's take, for instance, Japa. Yeah, say the guy gets a job abroad. What country should we use? Maybe in Canada. The spouse is the guy gets a job in Canada, right? And let's say the wife also has a job here in Nigeria, right? Some sacrifices that couples make is, packing your bags and going with your spouse to start all over again in another country. That's a huge sacrifice and huge compromise, right? And this particular thing I'm talking about causes a lot of problem causes a lot of problem in marriages, that when people do not understand themselves and they are selfish, or they are not selfless, they tend to fight over it, that why will I up and follow you to Canada? Me, I have my life here. You want to go and start your life, yada yada yada. And then they first fight about it before they even get there. And when they get there, when maybe there's a little obstacle on their way, or maybe a little setback, the wife will begin to nag, or the husband will begin to nag and say, oh, if we're in Nigeria now, we will not be facing this. I will not be doing this type of job that I'm doing. Do you get? There are some sacrifices and compromises to be made in marriage. So if you are able to compromise and say, okay, let me just do this, let me be selfless, let me follow you, I know that we are going to make it, I know that we are going to, everything is going to turn out well. And regardless of the ups and downs, they follow through, they love each other, they understand each other, they hold each other's hand, they will thrive. They will thrive in the marriage, right? That's number one. Number two is, say a woman gives birth. A woman gives birth. Childbirth is a serious sacrifice in marriage, because a lot is going to happen to your body, a lot is going to happen to you. Women, they have to stop work, especially if the pregnancy is high risk pregnancy, that maybe you have to be on bed rest, or you have to stop work. It's a lot of sacrifice, like you are making a huge sacrifice for that marriage. So let's now say the husband is not now a nice person, or the husband is not caring, or does not understand the gravity of what the woman has done. It can cause friction in marriage. In fact, it can cause the marriage to shatter. It can cause the marriage to disappear. Fight can happen, right? But if you know at the back of your mind that I'm going into this marriage, and you are going in with a clean heart, you are going in knowing that my partner is my partner, we are going to figure this thing out together, we are going to work hand in hand, right? You're going to make it work, because even in life, scripture says that we are going to face trials and tribulation. So no marriage is perfect, so to speak. No marriage is perfect. Everyone is just finding a way to make it work, to just keep working. Like what I said at the beginning, you have to keep putting in the work for you to enjoy the marriage. So if some people now, if they face these two examples that I've mentioned, those people will tell you, oh, marriage is hard, right? But if you ask some other people, they'll be like, oh, it's just a little, sacrifices and compromises here and there, just be there for each other. And then we did it, and then we are here today. They will say marriage is not hard. Do you get? Like, it goes both ways. Excuse me, it goes both ways. To some people, it's showing 6. To another set of people, it's showing 9. You get my point, right? So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Are you learning? Okay. Any other points? Please keep the points coming. And like the live, please. Like the live, like the live, like the live. You can share also. I'm really enjoying this. Are you enjoying this, guys? Are you enjoying this? I'm trying to check if we have comments that I missed. Okay, I think I've talked about this. It can be hard in some situation. It can also be easy. Yes, it all depends on you, really. It depends on you. Marriage, okay, thank you, Grace. It depends on you, literally. Like, how do you want your marriage to be? I always tell this, to people that I counsel. I try to make them see reasons, right? How do you want your marriage to be? Forget what social media is saying. Forget what the world is saying. Forget everything you've heard about marriage. Not forget, like, of course, some things, you have learned some things, but go into marriage with a clean heart, that this person you are getting married to, yeah, is also new to the marriage. You are new to the marriage. So both of you are coming clean into the marriage. So if you are coming with a motive, or with a heart filled with, oh, these are the things I've learned, these are the things I'm going to do, or these are the things, no. You need to go into marriage with a clean heart and start afresh. This is your own marriage. How you will build your marriage, bricks by bricks, bricks by bricks. There are some people that they came from a very not so good home, you know, and they vowed that in my marriage I will never experience this, I will never do this to my husband, I will never do this to my wife, I will never do this to my children, right? Those are things that people have learned about marriage, right? And they go into the marriage to be better version of their parents. Do you get my point? Like, you need to go into marriage with a clean slate, with a pure heart, because a lot of people say so many things about marriage that you go into marriage and you realize that, why are you angry? Borrow me English. Why are you angry? Why are you transferring aggression? You know, you realize that it's not even you. It's what you have put at the back of your mind, or what you've read online, or what you've seen on Twitter, that, oh, men are this, oh, women are this, and you bring it inside your house and you're not transferring the aggression on your spouse, right? So that happens too, that people just, you're just angry, just saying, all men are this, all men are that. As you are saying all men are this, all men are that, you just realize your man too is turning like that, your woman is turning like that, right? So we need to also watch how watch the things we say or we prophesy into the lives of our loved ones, right? I hope you are learning, guys. It's intentionality. With intention that we are making this marriage work. Forget them say them say. Don't use other people's template as your own. Exactly. That's it. Don't generalize. A lot of people generalize a lot. A lot of people generalize a lot. They will say, oh, all men are, all women are, all men do this, all men do that. How are you sure? Have you slept with all men? Have you all how many people have you been with? Right. For you to generalize and conclude that all men are this, all men are that, right? You have to be intentional about your marriage. You have to be intentional as in that I'm going to make this thing work and it's going to work. We are going to make this thing work and it's going to work, right? Don't use other people's templates. Because it happened to this person does not mean that it's going to happen to you that way. So that's it. That's what, if we not go away with anything today, go away with this. That because this person's marriage is like this, is bad, and they are fighting and they are this and that, don't generalize. Don't make it seem that, oh, marriage is this or marriage is that, you know, marriage cannot work, you know, marriage is no, you don't know what those people are doing. Those people might not be intentional. Those people might not be trying enough, right? They might not be doing that. So you need to be intentional. You need to take your time, right, to understand your spouse. Okay? Am I strong in my face? I'm sorry. The discussion not dey enter my body. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I'm smiling. Team feminist too. Exactly. Team feminist. Well, that's a discussion. We're going to talk about that on another day. Those ones, they can project things. They can, you know, and some of them talk from pain. They talk from past trauma. They talk from their own personal experience, and then they project that on people. So like I said, as an individual, you need to have your own what's the word now? You need to be able to think for yourself. This thing that this person is saying, okay, I'll pick it. This thing that this person is saying, I don't think I want to go with this. Right? And a lot of people do, they come online to say things and then they are doing the opposite of what they are saying. Do you get my point? Some people will say, oh, a woman I can never do this for a woman. I can never, when you get to the you see that man is washing, he's the one that is washing his wife's part. But they will come online and say, men are this. I can never cook for a man. They are what? They are cooking morning, afternoon, and night, fresh food. So don't use another person's templates. You can be inspired. You can pick some things. You can, just look at it. This one, uh, does it go with my values? Does it go with my belief? Does it go, you pick what you want to consume, right? You don't just uh, swallow everything that you see. You don't just consume every content, anything that people see. You think about it and see it, right? Okay. We are both equal. You and your husband don't become mates. Not knowing is the head for a reason. Exactly. A lot of people say this too. Yeah, they be like, oh no, we are this, it has to be 50-50. Like I said, some people are responding from past trauma. Some people are responding from their past experiences, what they've gone through, and they are just uptight. They want to guard themselves. Some people, men have shown them shaggy, women have shown them shaggy, and they feel like they are not going to bring down this wall. They just build a wall, and it affects their marriage, it affects their relationships, and yeah. So a lot of people, they need counseling. They need to go for therapists. Well, a lot of people need to go for therapists. Like, have you go to therapy or see a therapist rather? A lot of people need to see a therapist. A lot of people need to go for counseling. Like, let them help you to rewire all your thoughts or the way you think, so that when you go into that marriage, you are not stressing another person's daughter or another person's son. Okay. Oh, not be you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was me. Abby. Yeah. Some people will say, why are you strong in face? Why are you strong in face? They will be, transferring aggression on their spouses in the house, right? Yes, and a lot of people need to heal. Like, a lot of people need, well, serious healing. Serious healing. That's when you wash away all the nonsense some people they've consumed all their lives, you realize that they enjoy marriage better. They see their spouses better. Some people they're just reacting based off of what people have done to them, what they've heard about men or about marriage or about women. You get my point? So yeah, a lot of people need to, just reflect. Why am I behaving like this? Who hurts me? Why am I responding like this? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people need to heal. Okay. I think we've spent out of YouTube. Okay. We've spent 8:38 minutes. Let's do 2 more minutes and then we can call it a night. Yes, so my darling, social media. if you don't have a mind of your own, social media will turn your mind upside down. Social media will turn your mind upside down if you don't have a mind of your own. So yes, that's why I'm saying that. Yes, you can be inspired. There are things that you see and be like, oh, I like this, or I want to imbibe this, oh, let me try this. And there are some things that they don't go with your values. That's, as individuals, you have to have your values, you have to have your beliefs, you have to know, what are the things that are my values, right? And if you see that what this person is saying or doing, this one is not looking like it for me, you move away. You don't bother, you don't consume it, you don't do, you don't bother yourself, right? When someone has not healed, they bleed on the next person. Clock it. Clock it. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. This person watched my 30 days content in November. Ife, I'm proud of you. If I watched my 30 days content in November, I did the 30 days content November 1st to November 30th. It's on my IG. Yes, it's on my IG, DamiGlow View, or Global Marriage Counselor. You will see it there. On TikTok too, Global Marriage Counselor. Go and watch it. You will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. When someone has not healed, they bleed on the next person. Exactly. That's what we're talking about. If you've not healed, if you've not asked yourself these questions, why am I behaving the way I'm behaving? Why am I treating men like this? Why am I treating women like this? Who hurt me? Who hurt me? You know, what have they done to me? You know, some people react like that, like it's past trauma, and they need to like go back to, you know, like flush out all those negative stuff, negative thoughts they have, so that they can do better. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Oh. Okay. All right. I think we can call it a night here. We've used 41 minutes. I'm so excited. I hope you guys learned a lot. And then what do you guys think? She will continue to do this on YouTube this month of December. Okay, thank you so much, Anu. I'm so happy you guys joined. Thank you so much, everyone who joined. Anu, Ife, Femi, I think I can hear me, Grace. There's a Femi, yes, Femi Toyin, Eniola, any joined. Akinyemi Grace, yes, and some other people joined too that did not talk. Oh. Thank you so much for joining. This was really nice. We should do it every night. Okay, all right. Let's see about it. I can anything for you guys. Anything for my tribe members. We can do it every night. You know, just come on here, just talk for 30 minutes, and then just have fun. Just learn. I've done for I've done 30 days on IG. It won't be bad if we do for YouTube too. Okay, guys, thank you so. Oh, I'm glad you learned so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and I'm going to. It's going to be uploaded. This is going to be uploaded on the channel. So when it's done uploading, I'll share the link, or you can come back to watch again in case you came late, or you know you want to watch again. God bless you guys. I love you so much. Have a good night rest. Bye. Bye, guys. Yes, I want to